Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and we're outside the new laundromat, which is almost ready to open, and we're going to take a look inside and see if it's open or not. You can take a guess based on one of the signs you can see right there. But I promise we're making progress, and we're really, really, really close. And those are some people in there finishing some stuff up right now. Maybe it's laundry, maybe it's repairs, who knows. But here's what it looks like inside, and it probably looks a lot different than it did before. We have chairs now. It's cleaner. We've got the tables set up. And I'd love to know what you think of the layout. We've got some other issues that are very frustrating, but we've kind of got it laid out how we want it to now. We've got some tools laying around still, but things are so much better. And yesterday, I was a little bit frustrated. All right, we're checking to see if the soap machine is in. It's not in. Of course it's not in. Why would they do what they said they're going to do? So yeah, that's kind of like the last thing we're waiting on, and we've been waiting for a very long time. Now, technically, it wasn't the last thing we're waiting on because we're still working on some stuff. That machine needs to be fixed up, but we don't have to wait for that to be fixed to open. There's like one dryer out of 18 that isn't working. So the laundromat guys did come put in the soap machine yesterday, which is great and fantastic. And then I show up and, well, we've got our guys working on some stuff still they were supposed to do last week. We're painting the bases to make them look nicer. And then this machine looks like this. It did not look like this yesterday. It looked fine yesterday. And I text them like, what's going on? Like, oh, we took the top off to go clean it and make it look nicer. And I'm like, and they didn't tell me this. They didn't give me any heads up. Like, my guys can clean it. My cleaners can clean stuff. And it's been very frustrating working with the laundromat guys lately. They're just doing stuff on their own without, and they know I'm frustrated too. So, not sure how to handle that. We'll handle it, but don't worry. One thing we realized too, I don't have a key for these coin boxes that were in here before. All the other coin boxes were drilled out. I thought I still had a key for that. We don't have one, so we've got to drill out those coin boxes. I've got new boxes for it right now. We're waiting on that. And then just walking around, there's just random stuff. Like this is just open, not shut like it's supposed to be. And I think the laundromat guys have the keys to all those. I should have some extras, but I don't think I do. I don't think they've left them. I think they've been taking them with them. So that was just left open. And then this machine over here, you know, that one's open, not shut. And all these have been tested and worked right according to, we have multiple laundromat people working on it, the other laundromat guys. And so yeah, there's a key sitting right there. Of course, it doesn't fit to this. I was trying for a while, and it does not work. So little stuff like this is just frustrating and could be done really quickly and really easily. But they're focusing, you know, on cleaning the top instead of doing this other stuff. So we still do have a few things to do before we can open. It's not the end of the world, but our Comcast, Xfinity, whatever it is being installed tomorrow. I thought it was being installed yesterday. That was just their site visit to make sure they could install it, which they could. And then we've got cameras we can put in once Comcast is in. So that should all be done tomorrow. Everything is going to get another deep cleaning before we open. The soap machine works, so that's fantastic. Finally, I don't know why that took so long. We had to change out the coin changers to bigger ones that can fit more, but it's very simple, very easy to use. You unlock that part, and that's your soap, and then you unlock this bottom part, and that's where you collect the change in money. Sure, it'll be gobs and gobs of money in there. And then you can, obviously those both lock, and then you also can put the big heavy duty locks on there so people can't get into there. The change machine is all ready to go. It is rehabbed. We've got extra soap and stuff in there. The change machine, we added another hopper, so it's got two hoppers now. We had to replace one of those dollar bill mechanisms, I believe, too. Fix some other things on it. This is a laundromat we took over the lease on, and I think the reason he lost the laundromat, couldn't pay rent anymore, was because he just let everything break, never fixed it, and pretty much everything was broken in here. So we have spent a fair amount of money getting everything fixed up, but it's definitely way cheaper than building a new laundromat from scratch, that's for sure, especially because in our area there's massive expenses for water and getting water rights and having enough water to run a laundromat. That in itself would cost more than we've spent on the machines and everything by far. And that includes us buying $20,000 worth of machines from another laundromat, and those actually have been in really good shape. So we are getting closer. This is what it looked like a few weeks ago. We got the old name off. We got the wash and fold thing off the front, if you noticed that. We've set the timers on the lights, so we're making progress. Now, I don't have a name yet. I don't know how important that is, but I have a few options. Clean Machine is one I was kind of thinking about, just because like the Mean Machine, the Longest Yard movies, that would be kind of interesting. Just having a really long, silly name like Bubbles, Sparkly, Clean, Super Fast Laundromat has crossed my mind. And the lint trap was one kind of thought about, but I think that kind of has a negative connotation just because you think of a lint trap as really dirty and kind of messy. So you could just do something very basic. There's actually a laundromat, we're in Greeley, Colorado, that's called Laundromat. Not like the laundromat or anything, it's just Laundromat. So I don't have a whole lot of high bar to get over to have a creative, interesting name. But yeah, so this is what it looked like a few weeks ago. So we are making progress, I promise. We've added machines all over. So it does feel good looking at this video to see how different it looks and how much better it looks now. But it would also be really, really nice if we were open. And I'm just really, really hoping the old laundromat guys don't come in and start taking more stuff apart that doesn't need taken apart. And I've kind of told them, hey, if you're doing anything, let me know. Clear it with me first. Don't just go around doing random stuff. I need to know. So hopefully that will get taken care of. But like I said, the bases are being painted. We've got chairs. We're getting the internet hooked up tomorrow. Cameras are going in tomorrow. And at that point, I think we can open. The change machines work. The machines can collect money and work. They've all been tested. So this week, I'm crossing my fingers, we should be able to open. And there's still some stuff we can do to improve. Like I said, there's one machine that still needs some work. That's okay. There's another machine we can add. We're trying to get a base for it. That doesn't have to be done right away. So there's some stuff we can do. We can open before getting everything absolutely perfect. The other laundromat too, it had a very good weekend. So I did numbers and sales last week, and it's pretty low. We had a low week over Thanksgiving and with the snow. Well, went there, make sure the lint traps are clean. Speaking of lint traps, and they're very dirty, so got that done. People ask, I never see you clean the lint traps. We do clean them, don't worry. And then figured out how to fix one of the big machines too. It was a very simple thing. But there was lots and lots of money in the machines, in the coin changer. So that was really good to see. And so I'm hoping we have a better week this week out there. But it's still going to be really, really exciting to collect money for the first time at this laundromat. And maybe we'll be able to do that next week. That would be fantastic. And then we can move on from some of these laundromat guys. And I honestly think some of my people who work with me and have worked with me on real estate and flips and rentals and all that stuff can do a lot of this work themselves and are pretty handy. And they've actually learned how some of it works and how it's installed and different things that can go wrong already. And so that will definitely cut down on the costs and frustrations as well if they can do a lot of this stuff. So here we go. We're getting closer. It will soon be open. That'll be really exciting, really fun. And then, yeah, any ideas for names I'd love to hear too. Or if you think my names are amazing or dumb, I'm willing to listen to you on that front as well. All right, we'll be back, hopefully with some more exciting news in the next video regarding this laundromat. And we'll have lots of other videos on everything else going on as well.